You know who I'm not, who I'm surprised that's
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking for high-quality, affordable sim racing paint schemes and graphics? Then look no further than Evan at Evan Pienta Designs. Driven by speed, Evan Pienta Designs offers a multitude of sim racing graphics from liveries to social media graphics to team and series logos. To see some of the work done by Evan, or even race one of the public liveries he's made, head on over to tradingpaints.com and search Evan Pienta.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. I am Richard Hurst, and joining me tonight is Jeremy Robbins. Jeremy, how you feeling tonight?
Man, we're over on the West Coast at the AutoClub, and the weather looks pretty, and I'm feeling pretty damn good about tonight.
I am too. AutoClub is known for its long green flag laps. Even though practice is not really showing that as these guys are driving the wheels off of these cars. But it should be a very exciting race as, you know, we come in. This is the second race of the season. And these guys put on a show last week at Daytona. And what do you think about them power rankings there, Jeremy?
Man, I'm going to tell you what. Let's take a look at those power rankings, what we've got now. Of course, you know, the practice they had last night, and Randy Bechtel and Justin Wilson both set the top. But you've got a couple of names that we ain't used to seeing up there. Rye Jones and Chase Berry, and not to forget Jacob Bradley, who put in a pretty good time up there in the practice yesterday.
Yeah, Jacob Bradley did put up a pretty good time. You know, and you, don't forget Hunter Parsons. You know, he's actually right now in practice. He's the fastest one in practice right now. You know, so he's up there and sitting in sixth in the power rankings.
Yeah, and I mean, the points, we all know how they are right now. That's how they finished last week. Just a quick rundown. You know, Andrew, Rhett, and Chase took the 1, 2, 3 after the mayhem that happened coming out of turn 4 last week. And so, I mean, then you got Hunter, Wesley, and Johnny, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Then Cole Ellis, Tony, and Zachary's going to run out your top 10 on the points. And a little something that they've started, if you can see right there, it says that pre-race notebook. Comment with your top 5 to win $15. You type it in here, your top 5. If it's correct, you're gonna get $15. I mean, that's easy gambling.
Absolutely, easy gambling indeed, and you know, kind of reminds me of the Fox Sports power picks. You know, if you could pick the running order or the finishing order, you know, you win. Who was it? Clint Boyer's money. So
Yeah, I ain't got
win
that kind of
Ellis and
money.
Thomas's money.
Yeah, I'll give away Ellis's, and you know, it might be $1 million. You never know. He's probably gonna listen to this stream and be like, "I'm gonna kill them. They giving away $1 million of my money." Oh, no. Well, they got about 5 minutes. So I mean, how are you looking? We've got tonight is the Buck Kick at 175, and it's brought sponsored by Martin Esports. So I mean, we've actually, I believe, got him out there. If we can track him down, I saw him in practice. Yep, that's that Martin Esports right there. He must have been listening because he's rolling out on the track for us. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, 34 cars set in this field tonight, Auto Club. They had to put a cap. So many people wanting in here on this SSRL, they had to cap it out.
You know, from starting in the 87s, brand new league, they started in the 87s, now they're in the next gens. You know, everybody saw how good of a racing that they put on in those 87s, and they have just taken off. Everybody wants to join. And like you said, they had to put a cap on the people joining. And look where they are now, 34 cars out on the track. That's amazing. I love this.
You know, we still got 4 minutes before they start qualifying, so there may be a couple of the other ones straggle in here right at the end.
Hopefully so. Hopefully we'll get that 40-car field or a 38-car field. Either way, it's still a big field here at Auto Club tonight.
You know, if you've seen it on Twitter or comment on Facebook, look for their post, Slingshot Racing League. Follow them. They've got the comments on there where you can even enter it on the Facebook page. So it don't necessarily have to be on Twitch alone, but we do appreciate you coming in. Kind of lost where I was going with that one. Oh, and Justin Wilson just nailed the... He took a little heat off of me.
All right, so let's see if I got this name right again this week. McGrongle.
Don't get me in a line.
so, so we didn't hopefully I didn't butcher it this week. Uh
You know what? If we do, we do. We'll get it right eventually.
yeah, we'll get it right eventually.
If not, y'all can press that sub button and send us to speech therapy class. We've got them. We've got them running right now. We're looking at Scott Tompkins here in qualifying and or practice. You know, there was a pretty good pack of them running earlier together through the field, and it made pretty impressive race.
Yeah, I was watching a big pack earlier, and you know what's very surprising is that number 58, Justin Wilson. He is sitting back in 20th fastest car right now in practice. You know, and we usually see him up at the top. Now he may not be pushing it very hard. Maybe doesn't run this track very much, but it's tough to see him back there in 20th. But all right, so here, who's your pick for tonight there, Jeremy?
Oh me, I ain't giving away $1 million. I can't win $1 million. But let's see. I'm gonna throw it out there. Rod Jones, that 91.
Rod Jones in the 91, sitting sixth fastest in practice right now with 25 seconds left to go in practice. Then we'll see what his qualifying time is. But I'm going to have to go with Chris Smith. Chris Smith ran really well last week, and he was right there up in the front until the catastrophe hit. But he ran very strong. He's seventh fastest eighth fastest now. Oh, Justin Wilson wants to throw his car number up there. He must have heard me talking about him. But now Justin Wilson's fifth fastest, but I'm going to say Chris Smith. You know, right now he's eighth fastest because Justin bumped him down a little bit, but he ran really well last week, and I think he may have what it takes tonight here. He's got a good teammate on the track with him, so they'll be trying to work out some strategy.
Well, looks like practice is over with. The long qualifying, so we're going to see how these guys do without being in a pack race.
Well, Justin Wilson is the first one on the track with Hollywood Smith out there also. Trago, Parsons. And 1 second, take it over.
Yeah, we've got quite a few already out there. Scott Tompkins, Tony Hillbrands, and I may butcher a couple of these names, but right now we're riding with Justin Wilson. He is one of the fan favorites out there. See how he kind of plays it out. So he's got a good run coming through that front stretch. That first time. In Navarro, Florida. Right there riding with Tony Hillbrand. Rock Rapids. I do apologize for that. That was extremely loud. See how he is going to do with his first time as he is almost got that lap one done as he's going down through the back stretch. He is trying to stick it up against that wall and get as much momentum off that. Justin Wilson drops in first with a 41.8.
Not for long, because Hollywood Smith just took it over, and these times are subject to change as everybody gets their laps in. But Hollywood looking really strong. Maybe all right. So somebody got to put the hammer down, or I'm gonna have to change picks.
Yeah, Tony Hillbrand's able to get thirds. Tompkins sitting in fourth. You know, nothing official right now, but this is how it's looking.
You know, another car that ran really well last week, and we don't talk a lot about him, but that's going to be Johnny Rapp. He's sitting second right now. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Rapp, he's had him up and down season. Had him pretty rough go around in the 87s, but you know, he's kind of turned around as he's putting down his second lap. I'm going to see if he can get better than fourth. looks like he is going to be sitting in fourth. Right now we're going to ride with Brandon Fetterplace. See where he's going to sit with that second lap. He is going to stay in the 12th position. Jay Heisman, as he is coming down to going to the backstretch from Elkton, Maryland. So right now we're going to have Wilson sitting on the pole. We've got quite a few that still have not qualified. He's going to move Heisman up to the 15th spot. Now we're riding with Jeremy Stanley, one of the newcomers here in Slingshot Racing League. Mr. Stanley is best of 22nd. Alright, so we're riding right now with the 8 of Ellis Thomas. So he's going to finish putting in his second lap. He has not got a time marked yet. And that is going to move him up to 21st. We're riding right there with Zachary Daoust. I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher a couple of these names. He's sitting in the outskirts of the power rankings in that 77. But that first lap's going to get him up to a 24th. Right there, ride with Braden Laster, Greenwood, Indiana. He may have made an appearance a few times in ARCA Series and in trucks. And he's going to put in an 18 position. We're back on Zachary as he's trying to work on that second lap. He's trying to get that flag paint scheme floating in the wind. Looks like qualifying did not let him finish. So, real quick while they get stirred up, let's take a moment of silence. Take your hat off, bow your head. National Anthem brought to you by the Hutchison Brothers here from Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, after the smoke settled and all was said and done, we've got Justin Wilson on the pole. Chris Smith's going to be second. Randy Bechtel in third. Aaron Smith in fourth. Hunter Parsons in fifth. Rod Jones, my pick, in sixth. Seventh's going to be Rhett Tucker. Eighth, Jacob Bradley. 10th, Tony Hillbrads. 9th, Johnny Rapp. 11th's going to be Scott Tompkins. 12th's going to be Matt Coots. 13th is going to be Mr. Nick. 14th, Wesley Pistol. 15th, 16th, 17th is going to be Brandon, Jay, and Patrick. 18th is going to be Brayton Laster. 19th is going to be Patrick Kobe. 20th is going to be Andrew. I'm not going to mispronounce your name, brother. 19th, Patrick Kobe. 20th, first is going to be Brady Powers. 22nd is going to be Joey Stats. 23rd is going to be Trevor Trago. 24th is going to be Jared Barclay. Whew, there's a lot here, Richard. 25th, Ellis Thomas. 6th is going to be Zachary. 27th is going to be Cordell. 28th, Jeremy. 29th is going to be Chase Berry. 30th is Dustin Longstone. 31st is going to be Scott Martin. 32nd, Zach Miller. 33rd is Paul Thomas. 34th is Larry Poland. And wrapping out the field in 35th position is Michael Newton.
Ooh, that's a lot of drivers. Sorry about that. Like I said, I got a dog with special needs, so I have to run it in and out. Oh. All right, and we are green here at Auto Club, and look who was on the pole. That was going to be Justin Wilson. He got a really good start, but look who else it is, and that's going to be Chris Smith. He showed up when the time counted. He heard me shout his name, and now he's running up front. Now the outside line is going to be probably the preferred line, as you can get a good run off of the bottom, but the top side has so much momentum. As you can see, Hollywood pushing the 28, and Justin Wilson is going to slide up in front of the 28. 91 looking down low, trying to make a pass on the 70 of Hollywood. And Ryan Jones also looking to make some moves.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that pick of mine with the 91 of Ryan Jones. So,
well, it is only the second lap, and there's a lot of racing left to go. He's running in the top 5 right now. We'll have to see where he is later on in the race, but so far, our biggest mover is going to be Mr. Jeremy Stanley. Jeremy Stanley is up 6 positions from where he started. He's riding around in that 60 Ford Mustang. Nice looking ride.
we're actually going to ride on the hood with him for a little bit.
Damn.
Giving us a good little view of the battle with the top 20 ahead of him. And you know what? He's actually sitting in a pretty good position. He's kind of by himself. He ain't really got nobody too much on him. A little pressure. Oh, we got a little bump behind him between Chase Berry and Andrew, last week's top 3, and it looks like Chase Berry is going to make the better end of that one.
Riding back up front, I mean, we got Jacob Bradley. He's up 6 positions from where he started, and within 3 laps, he made up those 6 positions, and he gets a little bit loose coming out of turn at number 4. Oh, we got a spin on the front stretch, and that's going to be, oh my goodness, Hunter Parsons. He was involved in that, and Tony Hilbrand was collected. So some cars were taken out in that.
That was a pretty rough one. Hate to see that.
The 0 got into the wall, came right off, and there he was, and he had nowhere to go.
See if we can wound it back a little bit. So many cars here, it moves through so much. And it looks like something they may have just got a little bit loose coming out of 4. I mean, the tires really haven't got warmed up yet.
94 got a piece of that also. Yeah, turn 4 is going to be the turn 4 and turn 2 is going to be pretty much the problem child of the race. Due to your car gets a little bit tight depending on which line you're running, and it's just going to push up to the track and right into that wall.
Oh, it looks like that was off of the 0. I believe it's not the 0, but he got off the wall, and looks like he got into Tony.
That's 05.
05. I couldn't see it. I saw a 0. I didn't see that little 5. Wesley got a little bit of damage out of it. Wasn't that much carnage as it could have been. That could have been a whole lot worse than what it was, Richard.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a lot worse. You know, the 05 of Hunter Parson, you know, it doesn't look like he took a lot of damage. His car was still mobile, but he's definitely going to have some repairs to do.
Well, you still got your starting order about the same. Which Jacob Bradley, he's jumped up 6 spots. So we've got Wilson on point, Bradley in second, Rye Jones, Chris Smith, Rhett Tucker. Now I'm pretty sure Mama's going to be out there here soon, Rhett. So well, Richard, while we're into caution real quick, let's take a major shout out. A couple of our sponsors.
Absolutely glad to have them aboard. We're good. All right, about to go back green flag racing, and there's that 58 taking that green flag in that go-kart Geico restart zone. I don't know why I said almost go-kart, but it looks like Rye Jones is going to slide up right there behind him. Jacob Bradley in that third position. He's trying to make some moves on the inside of the 91, trying to take over that second spot again. Not going to be able to get there due to the fact that the high side has the momentum. And here comes Chris Smith. He's qualified in the second position, but him and Hollywood, if they get together, they could be a force to be reckoned with, because these two guys aren't proving that they are fast here at Auto Club.
Yeah, you've got 2 packs forming. You've got Jacob Bradley jump to the pits, it looks like. I'm not sure what happened on that one, Jacob Barclay. Oh, I said Bradley there. We've got a Jacob Bradley and Jared Barclay. I apologize on that, Jared. But yeah, we've got us a nice little battle starting to brew up here towards the front. Two packs of them breaking wide, and you can see you've got, looks like Chris Smith taking it down to the inside. He's going to tuck back in and go into P4. Got to fix a couple of things. You can see right there, you got Jacob Bradley and Rye Jones and Justin Wilson all battling it out.
Yeah, Jacob Bradley was able to get around the leader of Justin Wilson as they're coming out of turn number 4. It looks like Justin Wilson is going to use that outside line coming through the tri-oval to take that lead back, and he barely has a nose on it, but he has the lead. But Jacob Bradley may be able to use this bottom line to make a little bit of get a little bit of momentum and pull a slide job on the 58, and there you see it. And we probably are going to see the crossover from the 58 as they come out of turn because they're going to have so much momentum. But no, they just decide they want to prove me wrong and just line it up. Rhett Thompson, or Rhett Tucker, sorry, in that number 99, he is going to be working on the outside of the 91. And it looks like we got a new follower there, Jeremy.
Yeah, Sue's third. Hope I said that right.
I think you did, yeah. If not, they'll let us know.
Definitely. Make sure y'all comment on Facebook and Twitch. Follow it. Comment your top 5. Who's going to finish the top 5? $15 right now. If you get them right, you got to get all 5 right.
Well, riding back here in the 10th position, we got a big mover of the race, and that's going to be up 14 spots. He is driving that number 8 Apex Energy car, one of the sponsors of the race, and that is going to be Mr. Ellis Thomas. He is working on a number 3, trying to get around him. Not going to be able to get around him this time by, but he is right around in that low lane, trying to pull a little bit of draft from the, looks like the 00. Not able to get there right now, and he is going to be stuck on that bottom lane, and he is going to get freight trained. But he is still not doing bad. He's down to 12th right now on that bottom line. Still working at it, still trying to get there, but that draft is going to be really dependent here at AutoClub. Brady Powers and Patrick Colby, they were pretty much nose to tail. Was that Brady Powers? 22? Yes. They were pretty much nose and tail coming out of turn number 4. I mean, you couldn't stick a piece of paper between the front bumper and the back bumper of those two cars, but they made it work, and they're making up some ground as they come out of turn number 2.
Had a little camera issues there. I couldn't get it straightened back out.
Joey Stats, he is looking to make some moves here. He is also a big mover of this race. He is up 10 positions from where he started, right around in the 11th position. He is fighting with the 8 car of Ellis Thomas. So they got a little 4-car pack going on here for the same real estate, and that's going to be for the 11th position.
And we've got Rhett's mom out there. We knew she was eventually going to show up, so let's give him a little bit of screen time since Mama's out there.
Absolutely. He has been riding around in 3rd, not doing too bad, as he is up 4 positions from where he started. He started back in 7th, and now he is riding around in the top 3 right there behind that 58. Now you can pull some strategy at AutoClub, utilize that draft, save some fuel, try to save those tires just a little bit so you can go further at the end of this race. Lost a little bit of ground to the 58 as he come out of turn number 4, but we are going to have another leader change, and that is going to be Justin Wilson. He led the first part of this race. We are in 15 laps so far of 88. He led quite a few, and then gave it to Jacob Bradley just for a little while. Now he has taken it back, and they are going to pretty much get nose to tail coming into turn number 3.
But Richard, it makes you wonder if, he's just kind of holding back a little bit. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a battle starting to brew back here between Scott Tompkins and Chris Smith for the 6th and 7th position.
Ooh, that was a real close one as the 45 almost got into the outside wall coming out of turn number 4. And there you see is Aaron Hollywood. Oh, they were 3 wide for a second. Aaron Hollywood Smith, he's trying to make some moves. He fell back just a little bit, but he is trying to work his way back up to the front. He is running around in the 5th position, so he's in the top 5 with Scott Tompkins and pushing that Chevrolet Camaro with that Toyota down the backstretch.
Yeah, you've got about 3 or 4 or 5 packs. I mean, it's kind of they've kind of split up. So And the blimp view here, I think the blimp, they need to get their altitude up a little bit. They're a little too close to the track, you ask me.
You know, there's quite a few other big movers of the race, and that's going to be Jeremy Stanley in his number 60. And also Dustin Logston. He is doing pretty well. I don't believe he was here last week, but I hope my SBK is doing right. But he is in the 54 all-white Chevrolet Camaro. I can't even see a number on that car.
He's in a 60 Martin Sports sponsored.
Oh, let me update Trading Paints then.
It's kind of got that Kevin Harvick green and purple feel to it.
Well, Justin Wilson is trying, and look at that. We were just talking about Rhett Tucker. Rhett Tucker is now up to second place. He was able to get around Jacob Bradley, riding around in second place. Now he takes it over. They are pretty much still nose to tail all the way back, pretty much to Scott Tompkins, because he has the 18 of Randy Bechdel just all over the inside. And here comes the 80. They're going to make a 3 wide coming across the start finish line. And that is Fitter Place. Fitter Place is going to take the position. He's going to pull a little slide job right behind Hollywood, use that draft and keep that position. Coming down the back stretch. 45 looking on the outside. This is the closest battle. 18 pushing that 80. Coming into turn number 3. They're still going to be too wide. That 80 is starting to come alive of Fitter Place.
Yeah, we've seen him, you know, he had a good race last week until all that happened towards the end. But, you know, it's still pretty much going to be anybody's race. We're still early. We're at lap 20, and these guys are already showing how aggressive they can be, but they're not pushing it to the limits just yet.
And I think that's what some of these guys back here are doing. You know, you got Scott Martin riding around, you know, in the second little pack. You got Zachary Doust. He is right there battling with Scott Martin. That's going to be for the 24th position. And right behind them, starting at Parsons, you know, you got another small little pack pretty much riding nose to tail. Now, these guys might have a little bit of damage, and that might be the reason why they're slower, or they're pulling a strategy. As you see, the 38, he was trying to make a run on that inside, but not quite able to get there just yet. Got a battle for 4th, and that's going to be Mr. Hollywood Smith battling that 91 of Rye Jones. Jason Brad's 22. Appreciate the follow. Oh, we got a little bit of contact between the 80 and 45. They were pretty much door to door. Had a little bit of door checking, trying to use that side draft, but they did keep it straight. And the 45 is going to look down low on the 80. But the 80 might have the line, the preferred line, because the 45 is going to have to check up to get it behind him. 80 hits the wall just a little bit, loses a little bit of momentum, but he still keeps everybody at bay. And that's going to open the door for Chris Smith to get a little bit of a run on the outside of that 45. Pitches him up towards the wall. 45 makes a little bit of contact with the 28 as they come into turn number 1. Slows the 28 down just a little bit, so he's going to have to try it again coming out of turn number 2. And here he goes. He's going to have the run. He's got the draft from the 80, and he is able to make the pass on Scott Tompkins.
Yeah, that was real close right there between Chris and Scott. Of course, they battled a lot last season in the 87s, so I wouldn't expect nothing different.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything different. Maybe there might be a little bit of rivalry going on there. I don't know. The way they were kind of door touching, I don't know.
Right now, the battle I'm wanting to see if it's going to pick up is between Patrick and Randy, as they're both fixing to split Scott Tompkins.
Yeah, that 18 has been riding behind that 45 for quite a while, and you see him pushing him down the backstretch, saying, "Hey, come on, let's go." These guys up front are, starting to break away from us. And he gives that 45 a heck of a push, and now he's looking to the inside, coming out of turn number 4. He's got the 9 right there behind him, pushing the 18. They're going I thought they were about to go 3 wide coming down the front tri-oval.
Yeah, that's real risky doing it right there, but you know, these guys, they're starting to show the aggressive. And I'm looking right now, seeing if I can see a, I think I caught a stage break, so
I don't think there's stage breaks in
that's what
here.
I'm thinking. I don't think we're running stage breaks in this, so
It
it's
looks like
all
we're
out.
3 wide. Nope, that's 2 wide, and that's going to be Chris Smith. Chris Smith was looking down low, trying to get around Fitter Place in that 7th position. Well, he was in 6th, but now Smith is going to take it over. But somebody that is coming to life is going to be that number 70, and that's going to be Hollywood Smith. He's up 1 position from where he started. We're at lap 25. We should start seeing green flag pit stops happen here pretty soon. Now, a lot of these guys in the back, now they did pit under that first caution.
Yeah, we got
But
Jeremy
go ahead.
Stanley, you know, from that last caution, he's all the way up 19 positions to the 9th. So he's starting to make his way through that field.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. And let's see, Ellis, he is up 9 positions. He
going to be more places, but I cannot get my eye off this battle between the 9 and the 45 right now.
Yeah, they've been going at it for quite a while. Randy Beckdale was able to get around him, and so was that 60. That 60 came out of nowhere, like you said, up 19 positions. Now he's working on Fitter Place, you know, in that number 80 Liquid Death Car. And is he going to be able to get around him? Yeah, he's got that draft from the 18. So these guys are making moves. Randy Beckdale, he is down 4 positions from where he started, but he's making moves. And that 80, he's riding that high line, and I bet he's saving tires up there because, you know, to make that many moves, especially under green flag, you know, he's got to have something left in the tank. I think this is part of his strategy.
And I thought that was, we got a little bit of nerditudes with BRTV on the 60 of Jeremy Stanley. I thought I knew that name somewhere. Burning Rubber TV.
Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome.
Moonlight Speed Shop. Very familiar with them. That is one of the ones that Terry Bradford has his hands in. So,
Well, glad to see him here. Now, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this, with the 67 of Scott Martin. You know, he is up 3 positions, but he's not making a lot of ground. He is back here running silently in the 28th position.
you know, Scott's not really an aggressive driver. He's more of a, he's going to wait for it, you know, hang towards the back. He may have grandmama's gravy with him and don't want to spill it. Taking it nice and smooth. Just like the merchandise they sell, man. Some of the gloves, nice. Shirts, nice. Well, Stanley has made it all the way up to the 5th position. So he's been saving his car for right here. So he's trying to get around, and Randy Beckdale is making it a little bit complicated for him. Got Jacob Bradley on the outside of Chris Smith. And following up behind him is going to be Brandon Fetterplace. I agree with you too there, Suze. Rhett's car might be falling off a little bit as he's dropped back to the 5th from 2nd. Looking at putting it 3 wide. Take a look and see We've got the first green flag starting to pit, and that's going to be Cordell. And appreciate the follow right there. Mizzou's. And I hate not being able to say some of these names. Let Richards take that one when he gets back. Well, that makes more of the sense right there, Suze. I did not know that. Y'all do put out a great product. Not just saying it because I knew who you was. I said it beforehand in my defense. Also, y'all, make sure, if you hadn't, check us out on Roku TV, the Sim Racing channel. So if you have Roku and you can't be on Twitch, look at there. There is a ton of broadcasters on there. About a good 6 or 7 of them. But now we're going to jump back to the back where we've got Matt Coots, Jay Heisman, and Johnny Rapp all battling out for that 17th, 18th, and 19th position. It looks like the back of the field is starting to take some pits. We've got Jacob Bradley, Brady Powers, and Brayton Laster all has pitted around lap 31. So we're going to jump up here with the leaders as that battle up there is kind of smoothed out. Jeremy Stanley worked this car all the way up to the 4th position, and he's just kind of stalled out right now. So he may have used his car up.
That car has not stalled out just yet. You know, they're passing. Oh, Reese's Pieces. That's my favorite. But this 60 car, once he gets around Randy Bechdel, I think he's going to be able to make some more moves. But another car that's not stalled out as of yet, and we might see him take over the lead here very shortly, is going to be that number 70 of Hollywood Smith. And there is a caution on the track.
Well, real quick, I'm going to say it. A major shout out to I recently tooted coming in with 200 bits.
I looked at the screen and I almost died laughing. But we got a caution on the track, so let's go back and look at what happened right there. It looks like I got an indicator of Zach Miller.
All right, we'll track down Zach Miller, and we'll wind back to the yellow flag and see if we can find what happened. I recently tooted, got me sidetracked. And it shows me he just went off the track and came back on. It don't look like anybody else was collected. Scott Tompkins, there may have been a couple that, well, it looks like it happened a little bit before.
Then, yeah, I think it's going to be with Scott Tompkins. He went off the track and came back on the track. So let me rewind from there. Oh, something's happening. All right, so that was between the 22, the 1, and what the hell? So the 22, the 45, and the 1, it looks like they got collected together.
That looks
45 got tight, and the 22 got sent for a ride into the wall. Scott Tompkins took a ride to the outside wall. So that's what's going to bring the caution out. 45 got into the 22, and the 22 went for a ride, and so did the 45. The 1 looks like he made it around pretty decently. I don't think he got a lot of damage from that, but he did get some. Maybe a little bit of right side damage. Not exactly sure.
Well, they've got a second caution going on, and they are under pits. Let's give it another shout out to the second round of these sponsors. Put the Slingshot Racing League.
backing and products. The UD Awards team includes sports and esports enthusiasts, and we know these emotions and energy that go into them, so creating awards for athletes is a real pleasure for us. Let's break the standards together. Find UD Awards at etsy.com/shop/Udwards.
Are we back?
Are you looking for high quality, affordable sim racing paint schemes and graphics? Then look no further than Evan at Evan Pienta Designs. Driven by speed, Evan Pienta Designs offers a multitude of sim racing graphics, from liveries to social media graphics to team and series logos. To see some of the work done by Evan, or even race one of the public liveries he's made, head on over to tradingpaints.com and search Evan Pienta.
All right, when we are back, and look who is up in the lead after our pit stops, and that's going to be Rhett Tucker. Rhett Tucker taking over the lead with Aaron Smith right there in second place. Randy Beckdale, working his way back up to third. Chris Smith is sitting in fourth. Jeremy Stanley, I think that this was a blessing in disguise, that caution coming out for that number 60, because he's up 23 positions. Right now I think he has had the fastest car on the racetrack as of yet.
Yeah, he's
Trevor
moving up.
Trago. Trevor Trago not looking too bad himself. He's up 17 positions. Sitting back there in that sixth spot. So we are looking to go back green. So I'm looking for that number 60. He's got a rocket ship. I'm looking for him to take over the lead here very shortly.
Yeah, Tucker better pull it tight, because he's got a lot coming after him.
Coming to the Geico restart zone, and we are green flag racing, and that 99 jumps out to a pretty good lead as they come across the start-finish line. The 70 is going to look to the bottom side. Now he's going to drift back up to the top, and he is going to be pretty much in line with that 99, trying to utilize that draft as they get going here with the 28 right there on the outside, battling with Randy Beckdale coming out of turn number 2. But here comes that number 60 we were just talking about, and he is going to be drifting up to the outside with the 28 and giving that Ford Mustang of Chris Smith a little bump to third place. Dropping back down to the bottom, and it looks like the 18 is going to try to make the pass on the bottom side. Coming out of turn number 4, will he be able to get there? I'm not exactly sure. He has a nose on the 28. 60 is going to look up high, maybe utilize some of that draft from the 28 and make up some ground and try to get back up there and battle with this 18, because they have created a little bit of distance between him and them and that number 60.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we gave you a good laugh out there, Miss Susan. I tooted, got him a good laugh. I'm pretty sure he done it wanting us to say it, so I got no shame in it.
Well, it looks like Chris Smith was able to take over the third position free and clear. You got Randy Beckdale in tow with Trevor Trago. He is looking really strong in that number 37 on the outside of Mr. Jeremy Stanley, who is up 22 positions, the biggest mover of the race right now, but not too far behind him is another big mover, and that's going to be Chase Berry. Chase Berry has been silently running up here since the restart, but like I said, up 21 positions. There are 3 wide between him, the 60, and the 80. 60 down low, the 80 up high, the 5 right in the middle. It is a NASCAR sandwich.
Oh yeah, somebody better be hungry. Tooty's doing that now, just for toots and giggles.
For toots and giggles.
Toots and giggles. Well, Richard, while we regain our bearings, you know what? We may have a long flag here. Let's turn it up a little bit for everybody out there. Turn your TVs up if you can't hear it, and cover your baby's ears, because this fixing to get loud here on Southern Broadcast Racing Network. All right, if that woke your neighbors up, we do have a complaint department. It's called I Tooted at don'tcare.com.
Wow. Oh, we got a little bit of contact, and this is going to be between the 91. 91 just forced his way through there, and he, I don't know what was going on there, but that was pretty interesting, but they kept it straight. And I'm starting to worry about this number 60 here. He has fell back, and to the 14th spot. He was up there at the start of the green flag, but now he has fell back all the way to 14th position. Still up 14 positions from where he started, but now he is right there trying to catch up to Ellis Thomas, which Ellis Thomas is trying to make a move around McGrongle.
Last week's Daytona winner. And it may not be as much as he's falling off. He may just be saving, because we saw him, they was able to do about 35 laps before they took a pit. So he may be saving that car a little bit.
And I'll tell you, a lot of cars that did not want to see that caution come out, and that's going to be Brady Powers, Matt Kuntz, and Brayton Laster. They were in the pits when that caution came out, and they went one lap down, so they need another caution to get back on the lead lap.
This is something we spoke a lot of last season with this league. And a few people had asked me about it, was the very little cautions. I believe they may have had a total of 10 whole last season.
Yeah, it was very few cautions. A lot of even though they did a little bumping and banging, but that's rubbing is racing. They put on a show, and I think that was the main thing. They did it to put on a show.
Brett Tucker's got the run on the high side. He just takes the lead away from Aaron Smith.
Yeah, Randy Bechtel is fighting for that third position, and here comes Trevor Trago. He is trying to get around Randy Bechtel. Randy Bechtel is stuck on that bottom side, and that bottom side is not really where you want to be. Nobody really rides down there because the draft is up top. So he is losing positions being on that bottom side. Now Trago, he is up 19 positions. Way to go, Trago. That kind of rhymed. And now we see the 18. He is going to get right there behind the 37, use the bottom lane, and maybe drift up in front of the 5. The 5 is slowly creeping in. That's going to be Chase Berry. Chase Berry going to close that door, use the draft from the 37. Nope, he's going to let Bechtel in. That's good sportsmanship right there. Checks up to 52 just a little bit. You saw a little bit of wiggle from him because he had to check up so much. But it's great pack racing these guys put on.
Yeah, it may have been good sportsmanship, but I don't think Rapp was too happy about having to check up the way he did.
Yeah, I can imagine that he has a few choice words, but all is fair.
In loving NASCAR.
All right, looks like we got Chris Smith. He is trying to fight down on the bottom, but he let Trago go right on by and take over that third position. That bottom line is not working as well as some thought. But we saw the cars, at lap 35. They were starting to get tight. We saw the 45 slide up and take out the 1 and the 22. So the tires will start falling off rapidly. Between 30 and 35.
Look at Mr. Wesley Pistol right there. He's starting to make some moves after that little altercation he had at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, Wesley Pistol, he is up 7 positions from where he started, riding in the 7th position on that bottom side as they come in and turn at number 3. Now he is very close to that 5. He did check up a little bit, so he didn't make contact. And that's the worst thing that's the worst thing you want to see in your side mirror is that car right there. Makes you clench just a little bit.
Makes you hold in a toot. Well, y'all don't forget. Go ahead, Richard. I'll run a little advertisement on it real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't forget, y'all follow Slingshot Racing League on Facebook, Instagram. I think they're starting to develop on Twitter. You know, enter in that drawing. You know, free $15. Guess the top 5, and you get money. If nobody wins it, it goes up $5 every week. So if nobody gets it right by the end of the race and gets it right on that last race, that's going to be a pretty good chunk change just for guessing.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. And looks like this number 60, he's starting to wake up just a little bit. They're 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. But this number 60, he is starting. Something has put the fire under his rear end because he is starting to make some moves again as he is up to 10th and he was back to 16th. Hold on one second. I got to go. Hold on.
Alrighty. And we've got a caution that just dropped out. Not for sure where it was at. Not seeing any indicator. We can snip around and see what happened. And he looks to be back there on the back stretch. And there it is. It's going to be, it looks like a little 3-wide racing right there between the 92, the 1, and the 44. Looks like the 92 came up just a tad too much into the 1, and Jacob Bradley lost it. Don't look like it was intentional, but it looks like that somebody is going to be hitting the wall pretty hard. Could not make out who it was, but we're going to have a lot of pits going on. It looks like Chris Smith is deciding to stay out. Patrick Colby is staying out. The rest of the field taking it into pits. So this is pretty much going to be the last pit stop of the race. It's going to come down to who is saving their car and who does not save it. You've got Chris Smith sitting in P1, Patrick Colby in P2, Rhett Tucker P3. Well, we got those lights on. We're going to take a last shout out for some of these sponsors that we've got here with Slingshot Racing League. All right, as the lights on the pace car are off, that means one thing. We fix to have a battle between Chris Smith, Patrick Colby, Rhett Tucker, Trevor Trego, Randy Bechtel, and Aaron Smith. Johnny Rapp, Chase Berry, Joey States, and Jeremy Stanley is going to round out your top 10 as Chris Smith got a jump. Patrick, I believe, may have been asleep at the wheel on that one. You can see them doing a little battling right there as they're 2x2. As you've got the 37 of Trevor Trego, Rhett Tucker, Aaron Smith, and Johnny Rapp all trying to battle for that 3rd through 6th position. You're going to bring Randy Bechtel, Joey Stats, and Chase Berry into the mix. So we're looking a little bit further back. Looks like we got a little bit of a 3-way going on. It's going to be Joey Stats, Jeremy Stanley. It's Justin Wilson is put up on the high side. The Smith is going with him on the high side, trying to push Bechtel a little bit further. And I should have went through here and worked on the cameras with AutoClub. They are not the greatest. I think it's set in with the default. It's too late to fix it right now, but we'll get something worked out with it. You can see the 5 of Chase Berry has stuck his nose underneath the 90. Gave him a run that looks like they're under the 60. The 60 had to let off. Chase Berry gave him a push. Wilson is up behind Stanley right now. Also, a shout out to Stray PCs. They're doing a little bit of name changing, but they are giving away a set up, souped up computer to the season champion. So these guys have something to be fighting for, other than just bragging rights here. We've got a field with I ratings going everywhere from 5,700 down to 800. It is a wide variety of field. Right now we're starting to see a little bit of a challenge as Aaron Smith is trying to challenge the 9 of Patrick Colby. He is trying to take it on the inside, and you've got the 37 of Trevor trying to peek 3 wide. Who is he going to go with? He decides to stick it up high. Hollywood Smith cuts the nose off of the 9, gets in front of him, and they are a 3-tight draft right there trying to catch the leader, Chris Smith. We've got Rhett Tucker has dropped back. He is still hanging in the top 5, but you have got a hornet's nest going on back there, about 5 through 10th position. If we can follow a little bit and watch this pack right here, you can see there nobody is really wanting to stay in position. But you can see him going 3 wide. It's getting inside. Oh, looks like the 80 is going to hold on to it. And Brandon almost got into the 52 of Johnny, but was able to ease off a little bit. And you can see Justin Wilson is getting pushed by Joey Stacks on the back stretch as they are passing Jeremy Stanley on the inside. A little contact back there towards the back. Looks like it was contact between Ellis Thomas and an unknown offender. I think the blimp has finally moved into a better position. You see Ellis Thomas right now is getting behind the 42 of Paul Thomas. He is trying to push his daddy up towards the front. Right there, we've got a nice little battle between Patrick Colby, Randy Bechtel, Brady Powers, and Johnny Rapp, Justin Wilson, and Rhett Tucker, as they have started to catch up. But you have got Hollywood, who is still trying to reel in. Everybody is chasing Chris Smith. A little bit of checkup from the 37. Looks like Trevor may have got a little loose. That's going to stack that field up all the way from about 4th to 12th. They are running right there close together.
Well, Ellis Thomas has fell back just a little bit. Ellis Thomas had a little bit of incident early on, or a couple laps back, and his car got really tight, got up into somebody, and he got loose, and he has fell back to 19th position. But you are right. Everybody is trying to chase down this 28 of Chris Smith. This is my pick, and it looks like Fitter Place is coming fast and in a hurry in that number 80 Liquid Death car. So he is bringing the Grim Reaper with him and trying to take over that top spot that Chris Smith possesses.
I'm going to tell you right now, at 45, 22, and 3, they are battling it out, and they have been for the past 3 or 4 laps. You got Jeremy Stanley, who's sitting back there on the outside, probably hoping nothing happens, and you see him bunch up right there, Richard. It's, oh, God, hold your toot in, boys.
Oh, yeah. You know, they are puckering right now, 3 wide, as the 45 is in the middle of the 22. Now, we saw this earlier. Only difference is the 1 is not there, but the 22 and the 45 got together earlier. And, the 9 checks up a little bit, pushes up the track, and he's running the American Muscle Paint scheme. I love it. I shop there, when I can, when I have money, when I don't have vet bills. But I love that car, but he was right there. He checked up just a little bit, almost. Somebody almost got in the rear end of that car, but they did a good job of awareness. Oh, the 3's in the wall. 60 gets in the back of the 3. They keep it straight.
Jeremy Stanley had some momentum going out, but that 3 scraping that wall, that kind of killed it off a little bit.
Absolutely, but we do have a lead change up here, and that Liquid Death machine has taken over the lead with only 25 laps to go. We should be seeing green flag pit stops here because they cannot make it to the end. But Chris Smith is on the oldest tires of them all up here in the front, and he's doing pretty good hanging on.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. That last caution we had came out. I did find what it was. We had a little 3 wide incident, but everybody got a pit in except for Chris Smith, and he last pitted at 35. Everybody around him last pitted at 52, all the way back to top 10. So fuel may become a factor for Chris before it does the rest of the field.
Now this could play out to his advantage. Now he pitted at lap 35. He hasn't pitted since. He will go in, sometime here soon, and he will have the freshest tires of them all, make up a lot of ground, and they will have to catch him when they go to pit. I believe this is a good move. I believe he has a winning strategy right here. And he is keeping up with the leaders that has a lot fresher tires than he does. So I think this is a really good move.
Risky but bold. We're looking back towards the back of the field. There's your 83 Reese's.
Oh, I love Reese's Pieces.
He is not battling for position.
3 wide back here for 5th. Once again, the 18, the 22 almost makes contact with 37. 99 is right there. Randy Bechdel and the 18. 58 is moving his way back up. Man, this is a hornet's nest back here. They are 3 wide again with that number 45. Right there in the middle. He's the meat in between the buns.
You had it look like the 10 brushed into the wall a little bit. He's showing 10. He's not showing that on the track.
Yeah, I see that.
He is showing it.
That's Randy. That's Jared Barclay. He is 1 lap down. We haven't seen a caution, so he hasn't been able to get a lap back. But he's showing that he has a fast car. He just went a lap down due to that caution earlier.
Brandon is starting to pull away from Chris. You top 3, 4 are pulling away from each other.
Yes, but once he pits in, he's only about half a second back. But once he goes into the pits, he takes his tire, he grabs his 4
wide.
That's feel good. Oh my goodness, 4 wide.
Sorry, got a little excited on that one.
Ooh. Trago back there in that. Man, this, wow.
It's Auto Club. You expect nothing less than 4 wide racing.
And they're going to go back 3 wide, and that's with the 10 right there. Justin Wilson, you know, he was out front earlier. Now he's caught in the back. He's running in 8th place. He's the meat in between these buns. But they are doing a really good job of holding on to it. 45 down low. He is going to tuck back behind. Wilson trying to get a little better entry off, so he was right up to the 10's door.
You know, I'm not going to say nothing bad whatsoever on Jerry because, you know, he's holding it pretty good being up there with the lead cars, even though he is a lap down.
So we probably will see Chris Smith pit here sometime soon. And you can see he's not losing a lot of ground. He is still right there with the leader within 0.3 of a second from the leader. So that car's not falling off like, you know, they thought it would. Or we thought it would.
Yes.
The 22 of Brady Powers taking over second position, and now he's going to challenge for the lead.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see Smith's car fall off a little bit.
Yeah, so I predict within the next 5 laps or so he will be coming in, but he will be a rocket ship when he comes out of the pits because he will have those 4 fresh fuel goods and, you know, enough fuel to make it to the end. Now he's back about a half a second with Smith, about a half a second too. So Smith pitted at the same time as these guys running in the 1 and 2 position. Oh, and there's the caution. Oh my goodness. What happened there? Oh, Hilbrand and McGrongle, they are showing off the track. So let's take a look and see what happened to McGrongle. Ooh, so he was trying to avoid the 83. Oh, got into the 09. So that was with the 83. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened there.
It looks like the 09ers drifted up into the 83. 83 came down, and that just started a chain reaction right there on the front stretch. Not seeing right now is nobody else. The 83 looks like he is going down the bottom of the track.
Well, looks like Lofgren is going to be picking up the pieces of this race here tonight because that's going to probably put him a couple more laps down. But, you know, that was a lifesaver for – I don't know if it was a lifesaver because I thought Chris Smith was on a pretty good strategy. So now they're all going to be pitting together and 17 to go.
And you see right there, Scott Martin steadily Sunday driving.
Yeah, Scott Martin's up to 23rd in his Toyota, you know, so he's up 8 positions. Not bad for just hanging out in the back. You know, you got Logston. He's back there in the back. All right, so I thought Chris Smith was going to stay out as well. I don't know what are you doing, but he dives it down in.
That's what I was going to say. If he's still staying it out, and, you know, you talked about that strategy. He stayed up towards the front, let him some laps, and, you know, everybody in the field is literally in all the way from 22nd to 3rd. So pit road's fixing to get real busy, as I'm sure everybody is in and out, littlest amount of gas they can.
Now, it's very interesting that everybody pitted, you know, Doust is still out on the track. He pitted at lap 4, then lap 35, and it looks like 52. He is still out on the track with 16 to go. He's on the oldest tires of them all.
It looked like Rhett Tucker and Rod Jones had a little contact right there in pit road coming out, but he seemed to get it straightened out a little bit. Rhett's going to be coming out in the 11th position. Let's give us.
Paul Thomas. What's that?
That's what I was fixing to talk about him. Take it for Richard.
I was about to say, you have Paul Thomas that stayed out. He's now up 27 positions. You have Heschman. He is out. He stayed out, looks like. They all pitted at lap 52. Brady Powers, he stayed out, up 17 positions. Fitter Place, he is still out there on the track.
Yeah, Better Place pitted at us. What? He just came out of the pit, so
So Paul Thomas was the biggest mover. Did he just do a gas and go?
very well could have, but never count him out. I'm pretty sure
Chase-
him and Ellis have got a good strategy going somewhere.
Yeah, because Chase Berry, he didn't pit. I know he did not pit. He stayed out along with Zachary Durst. Doused.
You got 52. You got two cars. It's got older tires from lap 52, and then you have got the entire field on fresh tires. Chase Berry, Zachary, don't know the strategy, but y'all are fixing to have a fight on your hands. 15 to go. I would not want to be in that position with war tires.
Well, my pick back there is in 11th, it looks like. No, he's in 9th. So he's back here in a 9th position. He's got a little bit of work to do, but 15 laps, he's got enough time to do it. Yeah, Hollywood sitting right there in the 6th position, right there behind the 22 of Brady Powers. Good job by him making it up as far as he has, up 17 positions. We are about to go back green, and Zachary is going to bring him to the Geico restart zone, and let's see what he can do with that number 77. Lucky number 7, here we go. He definitely got a good restart, but that 80 was right there on his tail. The 5 of Chase Berry did not get the best of restarts. As you can see, the 80 was able to get right by him and pretty much follow the 77 as they go into turn number 1. It looks like the 77 has a little bit of space in between him. Here comes the 58 of Justin Wilson's. He was the pole sitter, and he wants it back. He is coming hard. He is coming fast, and he is right there behind the 80. He's looking to the inside, has a little bit of wiggle, makes it to the inside, coming into turn number 3. Looks like 77 is going to block the momentum. 77 slides up high. 58 is going to look down low. 58 takes over the lead with the 18 in tow. That's going to be Randy Bechdel. 80 looks up high. It's going to be 3 wide for 3rd position. Or 2nd position, I'm sorry. And here comes Hollywood. Hollywood is looking to the outside of that number 77 along with the 80. They are pretty much split in the 77. 77 is falling like a rock in a pond.
Yeah, him and Chase Berry dropped all the way back real quick, and that's got something to do with those tires right there we was talking about.
Absolutely. They are stacking up the whole field, and here comes Chris Smith. He is taking it 3 wide. He's going to be down low with the 91 in the middle and the 3 on the outside. Now 4 wide as they pass the 77. 77 stayed up. Oh, Chris Smith slides up, almost makes contact with the 91, keeps it straight, and there is Jacob Bradley in that one car. We saw him earlier. He had an incident going 3 wide, but he is back up here in the top 10 fighting for it all.
Oh, that was too close, Richard. Too close.
Fitter Place, the 3 and the 1 of Jacob Bradley are going to go 3 wide again. Oh, the 80 gets into the 3. He almost loses it, goes sideways, collects it, and then he is back on the gas, but they are passing him like he is standing still because he lost so much momentum from that little drift.
You know what, Richard? I'm honestly going to give that right there. It's probably going to be one of the saves of the races right there. Middle of the pack, 3 wide, got loose, kept it, did not cause any kind of caution.
There's the yellow flag, and it looks like Scott Tompkins and Hilbrands is saying he crashed. Looks like, they are 3 wide right there in front of Ellis Thomas. So let's go take a look. Oh, the 22 comes off the wall. Ellis Thomas right there collects him. Scott, the 92 takes a little bit of spin, has to lock him down, so he doesn't get into anybody else. So 3 cars involved in that, a little bit of caution with So that's a save. That's a saver for the 77.
And these guys back towards the back, man, they was racing hard right there. And Scott Martin got a good little view in his rear view mirror of what happened. You can see it looks like it may have kind of a chain reaction. I believe that looks like the 22 may have checked up a little bit.
Buddy.
We'll wind it back just a little bit.
Yeah, the 22 made contact with the wall. He got really tight. Lay down, buddy. Lay down.
Scott Martin got lucky on that one. He used him as a buffer. Ooh. That would have been a whole lot worse than what it was. Well, we've got 10 to go. Rod Jones is in the pits. I do not know if he got some damage. We've got Justin Wilson, Rhett Tucker, Randy Beckdale, and Smith. Trevor Trago, Johnny Rapp, Joey Stats, Jacob Bradley, Wesley Pistol, and Chris Smith is going to be running out your top 10. See if we can track somebody down. We'll take it with Justin Wilson. See if we can track Wilson down real quick.
I'm looking for him.
He is in payday racing. So yank him up here. Here he comes.
A racing incident.
Well, Mr. Justin Wilson, we heard that little racing incident. Sorry to cut off your conversation with your teammates there, but we want to talk to you for a second. You are currently leading the race. You started on the pole, you fell back to the back a little bit, and you worked your way back up. How you feeling with about 7 laps to go? What you got for us?
Honestly, I'm a nervous wreck right now. This is this is gonna be tough. I got a speeding penalty on pit road, not paying attention, put us all the way back into the back. But I'm actually glad we were able to make it up front. Honestly, I just want a good finish. These races are chaotic. These restarts are chaotic. Looks like I'm gonna have to try and block the top line. Looks like that's gonna be the dominant line. So we'll hope for the best. I got my teammate behind me, so we'll see what we can do.
Well, we've seen 3 wide, 4 wide, and I think at one time we actually seen 5 wide. So should be a pretty interesting finish here. So we wish you luck, and we'll be watching.
Yeah, man. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Absolutely, we are.
Well, Richard, you know what? We saw a lot of battling between him and Randy last season. And as many times as we talked to him, I could actually hear it in his voice. He is actually a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I could hear it too.
But look at who is up there on the high side, starting on the outside. Memphis native, Rhett Tucker.
Well, we know he's going to make his mama proud tonight, no matter where he finishes. But you know, I think she would like to see him finish on in that top spot. But he's got a lot of work to do because that 58 is not going to go down without a fight. But he does have Hollywood right there, Aaron Hollywood Smith, right there behind him. And I think they can get a pretty good run. Aaron has shown a lot of good speed here at Auto Club, but you know, Aaron's going to have a challenge of his own, too, with Randy Beckdale. Randy Beckdale has been running really good. He ran good in 87s. Now he's here in the next gens, and he is showing that he is a force to be reckoned with. So we are going to get ready for the restart with 7 laps to go. Let's see what happens in the next upcoming laps. Here we go.
I say there's going to be a lot of tooting going on.
Going to be a lot of something. And Justin Wilson bringing them to the Geico restart zone. Oh, and I don't know what kind of restart that was, but it wasn't the best little restart. And it looks like Randy Beckdale him and the 58 are going to drift up to the high side, but the 99 did not get the best restart.
Well, you got to remember too, Justin and Randy are teammates, so they was on that comm, both saying go, 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 go when, as soon as they hit that spot. So
Well, I think they tried to go before the Geico restart zone and they checked up. That's the reason why the restart got a little finicky. And look at Hollywood right there, diving it down to the bottom, right there behind Randy Bechtel, and that's going to leave the top line of the 99 pretty much on his own. But he's holding it, and he is fighting for that second position. He is holding on to it. Oh, the 70 is going to dive down behind Bechtel once again, and Randy Bechtel is going to hold on to second place. And the 70 doesn't know which way to go. He doesn't know if he wants the high line or low line. As turn 1 and 2, he's taking the high line. Turn 3 and 4, he took the low line. And they are side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 90 and 18. They get off each other, and the 58 leaves his teammate for the enemy. Ooh.
you know what? I'm gonna give it props right there. I'm not very familiar with Rhett Tucker's background in iRacing, but going door to door with Randy, he's saying right there he's not going to be intimidated. Oh, we got Brandon Fetter Places going off track. Caution is going to come out.
Well, I wouldn't, I don't know his background either, but he has a 33.58 iRating score. So he is, he is not a rookie at all.
Not by any means whatsoever. Oh, and it looks like the 42 or the 22. I'm not for sure. Kellogg's came in a little hot and heavy. The 44 got into Brandon and sent him. Little damage off the wall. I don't think it's going to be too critical. That was a whole lot of. I believe that's going to end Fetter Place's race for the night.
Well, looks like we are in the same spot that we were in last caution. It looks like Wilson, Tucker, Bechtel, Smith, and Rapp. With Jacob Bradley sneaking in right back up here. Joey Stats, running really well with Trago in 7th and 8th. Chris Smith up to 9th. He was back in there in 11th, I believe. And so you got a lot of heavy hitters up here.
Well, since we've got us a quick caution, we've got our ad shouted out tonight. Let's drag Mr. Rick Tucker up here real quick. Mama's out there. She's rooting for him. See how his nerves are going right now. He's in RTR. Here's Mr. Rhett.
Mr. Rhett, this is Jeremy and Richard up in the booth. Got a copy.
What's up, Jeremy and Rich?
Well, we're looking at you sitting right there in second position. Now, what happened on that last restart? It didn't look like you got the best restart that you wanted.
I don't know if this is a factual, statement right here, but I believe the 58 and the 18 are working together, and they absolutely schooled me on that restart.
Yeah, they are definitely working together, and well, you only got about you'll have 3 laps to go when we go back green. What do you have in store for them?
Well, I don't know, but have you heard of the broadcaster's curse?
Yeah, but we don't want to talk about that right now.
It doesn't exist. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, kind of run the middle. See if I can keep up on this restart. I just want to, kind of crowd them down. Try to keep the momentum rolling up top. Hopefully, I'll be able to swing on by coming out of 4.
Absolutely. Well, you got that 70 car, and he is pretty fast. That's right behind you. So maybe you and him can get together and try to take out the teammates or the two working together. But we wish you luck and hope to be talking to you very soon. Mama is watching you.
Right on. Thank you, boys. Hey,
Not a
Mama.
problem.
Drive it like it's rush hour by the pyramid.
All right, that was Mr. Rhett Tucker. He is going to be trying to get on the podium here in the next 3 laps. as they are double file. We are going to be going green this time by, coming down the back stretch. Pace car will dive off. Let's see what if Justin Wilson has anything up his sleeve for this restart.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm pulling my seatbelt tight. I ain't even in this race, Richard. This is fixing to get whew.
It's gonna get ugly.
Unfortunately, I am gonna say it, due to the nature of this close racing, we will be staying up here with the front pack.
Yeah, and we got to get a good side by side so we can go venture off towards the back while we're watching the front pack. So we'll work on that. But as of right now, we are about to go back green, and that 58. He is off like a rocket with Randy Bechtel. He gave the 58 a really good push. The 99, he did not get the best restart again because they, like he said, they are working together. So they are going to stick to that high line with the 70 right there pushing. So he's going to stick to that middle line. Oh, the 70 is looking to the inside. He wasn't able to get there. The 18 right there in front of the 99. To 52 is going to fight back on the inside. This is a battle worth watching, and they are battling it out 2 by 2 pretty much as far as I can see, with the 99 diving down to the bottom. He is going to try to take the short way around the track and take the position away from the 18. Not going to be able to get there this time. Maybe he can get a little bit of a run, use a little bit of side draft, use the 52 for a draft partner, but we got a yellow flag.
Oh, and that's going to be Joey Stats. Looks like he went off track there, Richard. And oh my goodness, did you see that the push that Rhett gave Randy? I swear to God, I think Randy's back end of his car literally came up off the ground. It looks like this was just mainly a caution of just Joey Stats. Only car involved.
Yeah, well, he did give Chris Smith a little bit of damage. He may have collected a little bit of damage on that right front because Chris Smith did rub him as he was coming off the wall. Chris Smith did a great job of not losing control, but he still may have a little bit of damage.
And that was a very good, clean save by Joey Stats right there. He could have went the opposite way, and that would have been a whole lot worse if he'd went up the track instead down the track, Richard.
Yeah, absolutely. And nobody else was involved, so great awareness by everybody else. The 9 was right there close to Chris and everybody, so he did a great job of doing evasive maneuvers to stay out of it. But with that, we only have 3 attempts at a green white checker. So
and I'm gonna have to freshen myself up on the and you might know it, on the restart. Is it?
I thought it was in the restart zone.
I did too, and if that was the case, you saw they both jumped incredibly before that restart. But I'm not 100% sure on the rule book on that one.
Well, we have a rule book right here in Discord, so we can go check it out real quick. Let's go see what we got here. Rule book. And of course, it's a documented file.
And I'm not going to take a chance of downloading it.
No, it's not a download. So it is still on the leaders. So if every other restart will be on the judgment of the lead car, if second place is determined to have jumped the restart, they will assess pass-through penalty. So no, he is absolutely correct on his restarting. So it is on him whenever he feels like going.
Yep, so it is on leaders, and now this is going to shift it up a little bit. If it's how they're starting, you've got them both side by side, so both lines are going to be able to know when they go. There's no secret.
There's always secrets. Their
Mm.
secrets have secrets.
I'm gonna tell you right now who I'm gonna ride on the top with, because I think it's gonna be a good showing, and that's gonna be right on the top of the 37 of Trevor Trego. The camera looks to be just a little off. That is a glare and a half they are getting right there on that backstretch, Richard. The California sun is not taking any prisoners.
Man, I gotta put my shades on. All right, as we only have 2 to go as we get to the start-finish line. You know, it is going to be on the leader, and yeah, like you said, they're side by side, so there's no secrets. So hopefully the leader can make it around to grab the white flag, and that will be an official race right there. So anybody can wreck behind them, but they're still going to be going and finish the race. So it is on the leaders, like we said, and we are getting ready to go back green, and it's green flag racing. This time, the 18 did not get the best of starts, but the 55 is looking to get up in front of, or the 58 is looking to get up in front of the 18, still leaving the 70 and the 99 right there side by side. 99 on the inside, 70 on the outside. Oh, look at the 99. He's going to challenge for that second place position. He's going to slide up the track. He's going to be side by side with the 18. They are coming down the backstretch side by side with the 52 in tow. We got a car going. We got a car around. It's going to be another caution.
It looks like it might have been 3 to go. We did not. Did we get into the green-white checker?
Well, it's still 3 to go, so I believe
2 to go.
no, 3 to go. It's still the green white checker. So big wreck on the backside or on the backstretch. Brought out the caution again. Now we only may have one more attempt.
Looks like it was involved Scott Tompkins and Paul Thomas. See if we can jump back to it and see what happened with that. Looks like the 69 and the 42 might have got into each other a little bit, and that caused everybody behind to check up. The 42 got loose back into the 69, sent him right in front of, I believe that is the 80. Oh, Brandon is caught up in it again, and Paul Thomas just completely lose control. Collects 3, 4. Reese's Pieces just got sent.
Yeah, he's picking up the pieces of his race car this race, and I hate to see that. I really do. But you know, I want you to look at that leaderboard. You know, look who's sitting right there in 13th place, up 19 positions. He is the biggest mover in the top 15, and that's gonna be Scott Martin in that 67. The silent man rode in the back all this time and is gonna pull off a top 15 here tonight. Depending on what happens in front of him, he might pull off a higher position.
All I know right now, Richard, is we're showing 3 to go. I do not know the count of how many green, white cautions we are at. I cannot see it. I'm sure you've got it, possibly.
I can't see it either.
Can't see it either.
It says 8th caution to me for me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the standard of 3 green, white checkers, and I believe this is going to be the second one because we went green with 3 to go last time. We're going 3 to go this time, so we might have just this last one.
Well, I know it's coming down to it right now.
Pace car lights should be going off this time by, and they are. And once again, is going to be Mr. Justin Wilson up front, Randy Bechdel, Rhett Tucker, Aaron Smith in fourth, and Johnny Rapp in fifth, Jacob Bradley in sixth, Wesley Pistol in seventh. What a great job he's done. Eighth is going to be Trevor Trago. Ninth is going to be Patrick Colby. Chris Smith is still in the top 10.
And I normally do not do this during stream, but we're going to zoom in that blimp cam a little bit. Because I have a feeling it's going to be a battle and a half up here.
It's definitely gonna, they're gonna turn the heat up really high, and we saw how close of a battle it was last time. So Rhett, he has a little bit of work to do. Aaron Smith has a little bit of work to do. Rapp and Jacob Bradley, there's some heavy hitters right there, right behind these two leaders. So they're gonna have a fight on their hands in just about 30 seconds when they get to when that pace car dives off. And we are about to go green. 99 looking for a really good restart this time. And green flag is out, and we are going side by side. The 18 and 58 are going at it, and it looks like pretty much double file. Everybody got a pretty good restart as they're coming into turn number one, and it looks like the 99 has a little bit of advantage over the 70. 70 going to be up high, 99 going to be down low. Randy Bechdel did not get the best entrance on turn number one, but the 99 is going to be down low by himself, so he's not going to have the drafting partner. So this might be he might fall back just a little bit as he's fall back to fourth as of right now, going into turn number three. Red Tucker is going to send it in there. 52 gives the 70 a real big shove. 99 pushes the 70 up towards the wall. Pitches in just a little bit, but he's still going to have the run. Red Tucker looking to go to the outside. He squeezes his way in between him and the 52 as we have one lap to go. This is it. This is for all the marbles. It's all or nothing.
No more cautions, Richard. It's all racing now.
It's all racing now, and it looks like the 58 and the 18 have it, or as of right now, and the 70 is in tow. What is the 70 going to do? Is he going to be able to get around? Right now, we have a side-by-side between the 99 and the 52 coming into turn number three. It's going to be the 52 just sending it in. 99 giving it all she's got. Along with the one, is the 52 going to be able to get there for fourth position? Oh, we got a wreck right behind him. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 for the 58, 18, and 70, along with Rhett Tucker bringing in fourth, Johnny Rapp bringing in fifth, Jacob Bradley coming in sixth, Colby coming in seventh, Chris Smith up in the top 10 in eighth, Rye Jones doing pretty good with his top 10 and number 91, and Jeremy Stanley up 18 positions. What a great job by him. Finishing out the top 10. 11th is going to be Wesley Pistol. 12th is going to be Dustin Logston in his number 54. Jay Heshman in 13th. Nick in his 00 is going to be 14th. 15th is going to be Ellis Thomas up 10 positions from where he started. Scott Martin topping off the top 15. What a great job by him, up 15 positions. What we got finishing out the...
Well, in 18th, it looks like we're going to be having Brayton Laster. 19th is going to roll over to Patrick O'Toole. 20th is going to be Joey Stats. Chase Berry, 21st. Brady Powers, 22nd. 23rd is going to belong to Jared Barclay. 24th, Trevor Trago. 25th, Brandon Fetterplace. 26th, 11th, 28th is going to be Paul Thomas, Larry, and Andrew. 29th, 30th, 31st is going to be Zach Miller, Cordell, and Zachary Doust. 32, 33, and 34 is going to round out Matt Kuntz, Scott Tompkins, and Hunter Parsons.
What a great race. I mean, we had, 8 cautions there, but, the finish was very exciting. we finally get to talk to Aaron Smith. We haven't been able to talk to him yet, and I get to ask him if he's okay with us calling him Hollywood because he is from Hollywood, South Carolina.
Well, all right. While we get them all figured up, let's start it out with Mr. Aaron Smith. Get him up here.
There he is. He's in the waiting room. All right, Mr. Aaron Smith. This is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. Get a copy.
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, man, great finish, by the way. You've been fast everywhere we've seen you. You started off in the recruitment race. You were very fast, dominant there. You did well at Daytona last week, and now here at Auto Club, you got you a podium finish. Now we see you're from Hollywood, South Carolina. We've been calling you Hollywood throughout the streams, so hopefully you do not mind that for one.
Oh, not at all.
Good deal, good deal. Because you're definitely putting on a show out there. So great job on that. But yeah, man, walk us through your race. Great job.
Yeah, I knew I had some speed there at the start, and I knew I had the long run speed to kind of carry my way through the race. But unfortunately, we never had that long run to finish out the race. The kept having some wrecks toward the back of the field. It was unfortunate that it finished out that way, but fortunately, we played the tires the right way and brought it out third.
Well, you definitely put your car on the podium. I know you've been waiting for that since the season has started. Like I said, you did really well last week. Wasn't able to get there, but you're there when it counts tonight. And man, podium finish, man. The shout outs are yours, and see if there's anybody out there that would love to sponsor your car because we want to see a sponsor on that yellow 70.
You never know. I'd like to thank the folks at the Slingshot Racing League for putting the show on and y'all broadcasting, and all the folks for watching. Looking forward to get back at it at Atlanta. Not sure how that race is going to go, but I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to Atlanta. Could be a lot of good side by side. So put some practice in, and we can't wait to see what you can do next week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Man of little words. Well, we're all too familiar with these next two we're fixing to talk to. So we can drag Mr. Randy up here.
Yeah, I got him. Oh, you already got him. Mr. Randy, this is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, second place finish. You and Justin had it worked out to where you had control of the restarts, and you pulled off a second place win. Leaving Rhett Tucker in the dust to battle it out with Aaron Smith. Tell us how you feeling.
Not feeling too good since I absolutely hate that style of racing, like drafting. Plus the restarts didn't help. Like I'm not a big fan of the restarts here, especially because they're all bunched up in the draft. Still, I can't be disappointed with second now. So good night overall.
Well, we love talking to you, and we love watching you race. And like I said, not a bad job. You started up towards the front, and you finished up towards the front, so you can't be mad at that. And that's definitely going to help you in the points. So, glad to see you up front. What you got for us next week at Atlanta? Different car. So we seen you race at Atlanta in the 87s. So how you feeling with the next gen?
Well, if it's the new Atlanta, which I think it is, it's full throttle, drafting like always. But I've never even touched the Atlanta next gen car, so I'm not even sure how they feel. We actually run Atlanta tomorrow, but the old configuration. So maybe get a little bit of practice for tomorrow for our race, but different car, same track, basically.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, podium finish, man. You know exactly what comes with it. Those shout outs are yours, my friend.
I'll thank all my teammates, especially Justin. We worked those restarts there pretty good. Johnny Rapp, who's associate teammate. Ellis and Chris for putting on Slingshot, and of course you guys for broadcasting.
Well, we appreciate those shout outs, and we're going to let you get back and celebrate just a little bit, and we're going to bring Mr. Justin Wilson up here, but great job, and can't wait to see what you got for us next week.
Thank you, guys.
Man of few words. Well, we interviewed him a lot last season, Richard. J
Yes.
Dub. Get Mr. Justin Wilson up here to round it out for us.
Let's do it.
Mr. J Dub, you got a copy.
As always, boss man.
Well, we talked to you a few times, just a couple times last season in the 87s, and looks like we're gonna get to talk to you again here. That
Only a couple.
yeah, maybe a couple, maybe more. You may not ever talk to us again, but tonight you got it. Those last few laps, those restarts, man. What was going through your head? All that carnage going on back towards the back.
It was hopefully my teammate would stick with me, and he did. I can't thank Randy enough. We worked together on those last few restarts. That's really the only reason we won, because Aaron and Rhett they were hard charging, so we really had to play defensively to keep them behind us.
Well, you definitely had the defense on your side because you kept them right there behind you, and you know you're able to hold on to the win. Randy was not really a fan of this track, especially the pack racing and the draft, but y'all still definitely done a good job at it, and that's going to help y'all in the points. It's very interesting to see you not in the top 10 point standings, but that's gonna help you with laps led and winning the race. So
Yeah, that last lap wreck at Daytona hurt us, especially when we had a shot to get a good top 5 finish, and we got wrecked there on that last lap. Weren't able to finish, but we definitely knew we needed to get points. And I 100% agree with Randy. I do not like this style of racing with this car. But I mean, you got to run it. It's part of the schedule, so you got to figure it out whether we like it or not. Got to run it. Honestly, I'm just really glad that we were able to recover. My mistake on pit road put us back to about 30th, and we were able to climb back up and bring home the win. So I really thought I lost it when I went on pit road speeding. I thought I lost the race there, but I'm just glad we got back up to the front.
absolutely. Well, it's probably going to be the newest style Atlanta next week. How are you feeling about that?
It's a super speedway. I'm not excited at all. I'm ready to get. I'm ready to get these first 3 races, these plate races over with, and start getting into some of these technical tracks where I will really excel. So I'm really looking forward to those. I'm glad we came out alive in this one. I knew it was gonna be a crazy race, so we'll just try and survive the next one, and then really start hitting our points hunt for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your win, and you know what comes with that. You've given a lot of them last season. Now it's time for you to give some more. Those shout outs are yours whenever you're ready.
Oh man, I want to thank Ellis Chris for putting this show on. This is actually, even like I said, we ran that 87s last year. It was actually a lot of fun racing here, and I look forward to coming here every week. And I want to thank my teammates, Randy. We had Chase out there, Ryan, and then our affiliates with Johnny and them, Eric, and you guys for putting the show on, man. It's fun to go back and watch the show, even a couple days after, just kind of relive the moment.
Well, we definitely appreciate that, and we love to hear that everybody likes to go and go relive the moments and then hear us broadcast. So thank you for that, and man, we'll let you get back down there with your teammate, and y'all celebrate, and we will catch you next week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be the first ones out of this place. Hey man, you guys have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you.
Richard, that's going to wind it down here at Auto Club. And was not disappointed one bit with this racing tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed either. And, even though these guys, some of these guys didn't get the best finishes, a couple shout outs to them. That'd be the 60 of Jeremy Stanley. He finished 18 positions from where he started, and he finished in 10th. So great job by him. So shout out to him. Also, Dustin Logston, another one that finished 18 spots from where he started. Scott Martin, up 15 spots. He finished in 16th. And there's one more, and that's going to be Patrick Colby. He two more. Patrick Colby finished out up 12 spots in the seventh position, and Mr. Ellis Thomas, he finished out 10 positions from where he started. So a lot of big movers in the race. Some big, some not so big, but they made up a lot of ground and finished really well in the top 16. So great job by them. Great racing. Um, what you got before we close it out there, Jeremy?
Going to be a major dogfight again next week. I mean, like I said, the new Atlanta, it's kind of like a mini super speedway. You can drive the high side without letting off. So drafting's going to come into play again. So I mean, it's a wild card. Anybody's race. We've seen paydays show some dominance in this one, but you know what? I'm still going to say it. Do not count out that 99 Brett Tucker Racing Esports. Do not count that team out. They are showing some promise.
Yeah, so absolutely, you are absolutely correct about that. They're showing the speed, they're showing the talent. So, I look for them to be a big factor in these upcoming races. Um, Ellis has been doing really well too. There's a lot of guys in here that 60. He came out from the back all the way up to the front, and he didn't finish all that well. But in the top 10, that's still a good finish. Um, so there's a lot of factors in this race that
Well,
it could be anybody's race.
we
But
talked
great.
we
What's up?
talked about them coming up 15 spots and being a sponsor of this Slingshot Racing League. I believe we're going to bring up Mr. Scott Martin, who is owner of Martin Sports, and let him say a few things of some of the products they have going on, and then we will shut her down when we get him up here. Let him talk a little bit about some of the things he's got. Scott, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Well, you had a pretty decent race tonight. Honorable mention for coming in, supporting the league, everything you do. The floor is going to be yours for a little bit. We'll let you wound it out a little bit and talk some about some of the new apparel and stuff you've got coming out.
Well, we do have some new projects coming out. First of all, let me tell you that your race control in the series is amazing. My wife was watching the broadcast earlier. She appreciated it very much. The racers were great. Happy to be here. Having said that, we do have some really cool products coming out. We've already got our driving gloves, our batting gloves, our all-purpose gloves. We do jerseys. We can make custom hoodies. We can full color print anything you want. If you're a dirt racer, if you're a track racer, if you just race on the weekends as a hobby and you want to sell your own merch, that is why Martin Sports exists. We want to help you market your brand. We want to work with all the little guys that everybody else kind of kicks to the curb. You know what I mean? So that's what we're after. That's really that's about it. We're Martin Sports 906.com, facebook.com/Martin Sports. Give us a look. See if there's anything that we make that you're interested in. Maybe you need some new shirts at work. Maybe you need them for your bowling team, your baseball team, your kids' soccer team, whatever it is. We manufacture our own clothing. We will be the next Nike, but we can't get there without some grassroots stuff like this coming in, sponsoring these series, being part of the sim racing community. It's a good time.
Jeremy.
I was muted. I didn't realize that.
I thought you were interviewing. Yeah, I have checked out your website, and I haven't put an order in yet, but you do have a lot of good stuff. And I got a pair of your gloves that I wear, racing pretty much every Monday and Tuesday, and every other Friday with the Sim channel group, and they're amazing. My hands don't cramp up, and they feel absolutely good. They fit just right. So. My hat's off to you for everything that you do. You got a really good product, and I hope everybody goes and checks out 906.com.
Martin Sports 906.
Or
That'll help.
Martin Sports 906.
It's all good. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much. Good quality broadcast. And I love getting to come up in a booth and plug the brand. It means everything to us. So thank you.
Well, keep chugging along. You'll be up in the top 10, like top 16 tonight. You're a big mover, and man, congratulations on that. You just stayed quiet back there and finished well.
Well, first time driving the car. I know I drive the trucks pretty competitively. I think I drove this car at Daytona for a charity race twice. So first time actually having to drive the car, and you can see I wasn't very good at it, but I'll get better. And I didn't ruin anybody's race. That's what's most important.
Absolutely. All right, Mr. Scott. Well, we will let you get back down to do what you do, and we will catch you later.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Well, you know, I'm all about throwing curveballs. He's the league sponsor, so let him have a little fool for a little bit, Richards. But for that, I guess we're gonna shut her down and get back to the paid programming on Roku TV.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, we want to thank everybody that joined us this evening. We appreciate y'all joining us and watching the broadcast, cheering on your favorite drivers out there racing their tails off. Well, yeah, we hope that y'all have a good rest of the week. You know, it is halfway through the week, so not too much longer until the weekend. Then college football season starts up. So we hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Y'all, God bless, and we will see y'all next time. Be safe.